This is the beginning of the Algebra 1 3.5 notes. So let's go ahead and start up here in the top corner on the cumulative review. So the cumulative review question says that this function, d of t equals 75 minus 0.3t, represents the number of gigabytes that are left after downloading a video game for t minutes. So t is how many minutes there are. D is how many gigabytes are left. So it tells you how many gigabytes are left after 90 minutes. So that's your time. So that tells you T is 90. So you're going to plug in 90 to function D. So you're going to plug in 90 where T is. And so when you plug in 90 minutes, you can plug this in your calculator and you get 48. So what this means is after 90 minutes, there are 48 gigabytes left. Okay, it says, how long will it take to download the entire video game? So the entire video game, when it's downloaded, it means there are 0 gigabytes left. So you set the function equal to 0 and solve for t. So first you're going to subtract the 75 and you get negative 0.3t equals negative 75 and divide by negative 0.3. And we're going to plug that in a calculator and we get 250 and this is t and that's minutes. So it's going to take us 250 minutes to download the entire thing. Okay, let's look at what we're doing today. So today we're talking about horizontal and vertical lines. All right, so horizontal lines lay flat, okay? They run horizontally left to right. So the graph of y equals b is a horizontal line. B is just some number. It goes through the point 0b. B is just that number. And it is a function because it passes the vertical line test. So when it's x equals some number a, it's a vertical line. It goes through the point a0, a is just some number, and it is not a function because it does not pass the vertical line test. All right, let's use that information. So it says y equals 4. When it's y equals some number, that's a horizontal line. So it goes through 4, and it goes, it's not real straight, but we tried. It goes horizontally, so every single y value is 4. So that's that line. All right, this one says x equals negative 2. When it's just x equals a number, it's a vertical line. So it goes through the x-axis at negative 2. So assuming these are going by ones. Okay, this is y equals negative 1.5. When it's y equals a number, it's a horizontal line. It goes left to right. It cuts through the y-axis at negative 1.5, which if I'm assuming these are going by ones, that'd be about where negative 1.5 is. X equals 1. If it's x equals a number, it's a vertical line, so up and down. Goes through the x-axis at 1. So it's straight up and down and goes through the x-axis. Every x value on this line is 1. That's what this means. Okay, so now let's talk about using intercepts to graph equations. So when we want to graph an equation in standard form, which is ax plus by equals c. So it's like there's a number in front of x and a number in front of y and it equals a number. So just for example, it could be like negative 4x plus 3y equals 10. That's just an example. So it would look like that. That's standard form. So a number with x and then either plus or minus a number with y and then equals a number. So when you want to do it using intercepts, you find the x-intercept and the y-intercept and you just draw the line that goes through them. So if you want to find the x-intercept, you let y equal 0. So you plug 0 in for y and you solve for x. If you want to find the y-intercept, you plug 0 in for x and then you solve for y. All right, let's try this. So it says use intercepts to graph the linear equation. So this is standard form. So notice we have a number times x and then either plus or minus a number times y and then equals a number. So this is standard form. So to find the x-intercept, our note said you plug in 0 for y. So we have 3x plus 4 times 0 where y is equals 12. This gets you 3x equals 12 because 4 times 0 just is 0. That's why it went away. Now divide by 3 and you find out that x equals 4. So the x-intercept on the x-axis is at 4. So it's right there. That's 4, 0 is that point. That's the x-intercept. Okay, so now to find the y-intercept, we are going to plug in 0 for the x. So it's 3 times 0, put 0 where x is, plus 4y equals 12. 3 times 0 just makes 0. That's why it kind of looks like it went away. We divide by 4, and we get y equals 3. So the y-intercept is at 0, 3. All right, and then you have your two intercepts, and from there you can just go ahead and you can draw your line through them. So it would be a really good plan to use a ruler, especially if you're planning on using this line to answer other questions. So use a straight edge of some kind to get a straight line. Okay, let's try this again. So on part B, we're going to plug in for the x-intercept. You plug in 0 where y is. So you have 2x minus, it is 0 where y is, equals 4. That gets you 2x equals 4, divide by 2, and x equals 2. So the x-intercept is at 2, 0. We're going to go ahead and label them. Okay, now your y-intercept. What your y-intercept is, you plug in 0 where x is. So 2 times 0 minus y equals 4. So 2 times 0 is 0. You still have minus y equals 4. You divide by -1, and you get y equals -4. So on the y-axis, 0, -4 is the y-intercept. The y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to draw in our line. Yeah, you can definitely tell I need to be using a straight edge. So use a straight edge to make it straight, and there is your line. All right, let's go ahead and try this one. So if we were going to do the x-intercept, then we would plug in 0 where y is. So we'd have -3/4 x plus 2 times 0 equals 3. Okay, 2 times 0 is 0. That's why I don't have it here anymore. To get the x by itself times by the reciprocal times by 4 over -3. The 4's and the -3's cancel out on the left side. And on the right side, you're going to get -4. So the x-axis, the x-intercept, is -4, 0. So to find the y-intercept, you plug in 0 for x plus 2y equals 3. And you get 2y equals 3, divide by 2. So y equals 1.5. So that's right here. So this is 0, 1.5 is that point. And whoops, getting way too straight there. Extend your line across the graph and use a straight edge so that it stays at the right slope. Okay, and that's how we do x and y intercepts.